Hi guys, this is Candace. I was given a chance to test the Palmolive Fresh Sponge uh, dish liquid soap, and I was I received it through Influenster. Um, they received it from Colgate, from the company. Um, I've had it for about 2 weeks now, and I've been washing dishes daily because I always wash dishes. Um, what I didn't like about my previous dish soaps is that they were like you could wash the dishes, but most of them you would have to use either a lot or very little and use bleach mixed in with it, depending on how the one you got was. Um, Before this, I used to use like a cheap brand with bleach just because like I didn't like how my dishes smelled. I didn't like how the sponge smelled. And so, like, when people walk over to your sink and put, like, a dish down and it smells like a musty smell, no, it's not good. So, I'm glad to say that I tried this and it worked for me. I really like it. This is it. This is the product. As you can see, I haven't used that much. When I got it, it was about to here. So, I mean, I haven't really used that much, and it's good because I've had it 2 weeks, and that's as much as I've used. So, you can kind of just see. Says this dual action formula goes beyond cleaning dishes to wash away odor, causing residue from your sponge, leaving dishes and sponges freshly clean. Tough on grease, soft on hands. Do not add bleach, which I'm pretty sure it has something pretty strong in here that if you add it with bleach, it'll probably not make your hands that soft anymore. But phosphate free, but it's pretty good. I like it. It doesn't really say that it has a smell, like a certain scent, but I do notice that my sponge has an actual like a fruity type of citrusy smell. I'm not really sure if that's actually what the scent is, but to me that's how I smell it. Um, After 2 weeks using the soap, I have noticed that my sponge hasn't smelled. It has a little wear and tear on the sponge, but there's not really a difference in smell. Like when I first got it, it smelled like a sponge. But ever since I started using the Palmolive Fresh Sponge, it's actually got the fresh sponge kind of deal with the nice new scent. So I mean, it's pretty good. I really like it. Um, Compared to others, I would say that it's the better deal because most soaps, like I said before, you have to use either bleach or you have to use a lot, and which I really like to put it on my sponge and go because it seems like you leave the water running for a little bit. You wash these, put them to the side, rinse them there. And if you do it with bleach, you gotta worry about it splashing on your clothes, and when you're like all dressed up and ready to go, but you need to wash the dishes before you leave the house, getting bleach on you will probably just make spots of new clothes. So, which I'm always on the run, always running around. But and it's pretty good. I really like it. I really like the scent. I've noticed that without having to use the bleach, the dishes haven't had a smell. Even though you do like eggs or something, and like the yolk, if you let it dry and it sits there, it gets like that oily, sick kind of smell to it. Well, even with that, this soap works fairly well, and I really like it. I may have to go the extra mile and buy it instead of just buying some cheap soap with some bleach because eventually it all comes out to the same thing, around prices, because you gotta buy the bleach, and then you gotta buy the soap, and then you gotta buy a new sponge. And why not just buy a sponge and a nice bottle of dish soap that's not gonna make the sponge smell like dusty old clothes, you know? But overall, I give it a 9. Um, the appearance of the bottle and everything is really cool. I really like it. The smell is just, I don't know. It lifts my spirits whenever I wash dishes, even though I hate to wash dishes. But I mean, I've enjoyed it even more than I did before. Um, But yeah, that's all that I really wanted to talk about today, and I'm really glad that y'all tuned in to learn more about Palmolive Fresh Sponge dish soap. And I hope y'all go out to the stores and buy it. I'm pretty sure it's about, if I read right, it's about $3.29 in stores, which is pretty good compared to buying the cheap soap and, the bleach. It'll come out to about the same thing. So why don't you just go ahead and splurge and get you a nice bottle of Palmolive Fresh Sponge. Try it and you'll like it. I promise.